VCU head coach Will Wade and student athletes Mo L.A. Cox, Jaquan Lewis, and Corey Bilberry. Coach, would you please make an opening statement?
Good win. Really, really proud of our guys. We guarded well. We played very, very well. We took the air out of the ball there at the end so we could rest some guys and didn't have to play anybody ton of minutes. Really proud of just everybody. Everybody stepped up. Mel really got us that spurt at the end of the first half that we needed to get a lead. But everybody stepped up. We did a good job on the glass again against them. Did a nice job contesting threes against them. It's been the story when we've played them this year. We've been able to do that, and very proud of our guys, and they've earned it. And we got to turn the page quickly and get ready to go tomorrow.
And we'll now open it up for student athletes. Please address each student athlete and raise your hand, and we'll pass around the mic.
Hey, Jaquan, what was your game plan for Jack Gibbs? Seemed like you guys didn't let him get going, especially in the first half there.
We just wanted to contain him. Not just one person guarding him, but a lot of people loading to the ball and just run him off the three-point line. He's a great player, a great shooter, so it's like cutting the head off a snake. You take him out, puts in a good spot.
Jaquan, what was your reaction when you set up that pass that sent Mo flying for that thunderous alley-oop that basically set Barclays up on fire?
Oh, I was through the roof. That's big time. That was a big momentum shift, and it kind of got everybody else, got us going, got the people on the bench going, got the crowd going, and it was good. It was big for us.
Mo, what is it about playing Davidson, another big game for you? Just talk about you and Davidson.
I have no idea what it is. Probably they don't have the bigs that can match up with me. If they put like McAuliffe in, I think I could use my speed to go around him. And if like Eku's on me, I think I could just overpower him. So they came and doubled a lot, and I got a couple good assists that had 3, and I had a couple hockey assists also that they just won more. And when they show me that kind of attention, I think I could use my passing to get other guys involved also.
Corey, Melvin obviously was a little limited with the ankle. How much did that kind of stoke y'all to pick up the slack scoring for him?
Thank God for the win, first and foremost. But I think we leaned on Mel a lot for leadership, and then once we knew that he was kind of not at 100%, we just had to, each and every one of us had to step it up in some different way. So I think we just took a cue from him. Before the game, he told us that this is for everything. If we don't win today, we don't go tomorrow. So I think we all just bought into what he said and followed his lead, even though he wasn't physically able to lead us tonight.
Anything else for the student athletes? For really any of you guys, what does having the experience of winning the championship in this building a year ago do for you guys going into tomorrow's game against St. Joe's?
We hungry. We want more.
I just told a couple of the guys after the game, just don't take this for granted. And we've been here. We've lost 2 championships here, and last year we got a taste of what winning felt like. So I told them there's no better feeling than going home with a win instead of a loss. So I think that just stuck in guys' minds, and we just know we got coming here with an attacking mindset and sticking to our game plan, playing inside out, and we should be fine.
For all the players, nothing's guaranteed unless you win. But how do you feel about the NCAA tournament chances now?
Can you take that first?
Same answer as yesterday. We still got one more game before we even start thinking about the NCAA tournament. We're just trying to win. We have St. Joe's. If we win tomorrow, we get the automatic bid. So we're just worried about our game tomorrow and taking care of that and win the A-10 championship.
Yeah, like Mo said, we're not worried. We're not worried about that right now. We're not even thinking about it. We're just looking forward to tomorrow.
Anything else for the student athletes? Thanks, guys.
Hold it down.
We'll now open up the questions for Coach Wade.
Will, that was a very impressive performance. As a coach, do you ever think, oh, God, this is almost too good to be true?
No.
Wish we could save something for
we've
tomorrow?
we've prepared very well. I knew we were going to play well this week. I said on the radio before our first game, I said, if we lose, we're just getting beat by a better team against UMass yesterday. We beat UMass pretty handily. We beat these guys pretty handily. We've prepared well. and we're playing well. We played really well even in the loss at Dayton, and we've played really well here down the stretch. And no, I think we can play even better. So I mean, we can get better. There's things we can certainly do at a higher level. But I thought we did a nice job today. Yesterday, it took us 4 or 5 minutes to kind of get in the flow of the game and to assert our will and do what we need to do. Today, we did it from the start. With this, we got a turkey to start the game, 3 straight stops to start the game, and then we were able to get off to a 6-0 lead and didn't really look back from there. I don't think they led the whole game. And, we had a pretty good working margin most of the game. And then, we really, put the pedal to the metal there at the start of the second half and got us the distance that we needed.
Coach Wade,
Go ahead.
I wanted to ask, what do you think your biggest strengths have been like this year?
Well, we're versatile. You saw it on display today. I mean, we've got a lot of different ways. Yesterday, we couldn't make a 3. Today, we hit 10 of them. So, we've got a lot of different ways we can beat you. We share the ball well. We play inside out. We're able to pound that thing into post and make things happen and play off of that. And really, the last month, we've really guarded very well. And our rebounding's been very good. And when you defend and rebound and run efficient offense, that's usually a pretty good recipe to have a good team.
How limited was Mel? And then two, what does it say about your club that you can win like this without him?
Yeah, you saw him. I mean, once he got into the flow, he was a little limited at the start. And I took him out, and then once he got into the flow, he was good. We had to go buy him new shoes this morning. He had to go get new shoes this morning because he was wearing smaller. He's wearing low top shoes. We had to go get him high top shoes, and those shoes have like a lot more padding in them, and he's got it's more the ankle is part of the issue, but it's more of a heel issue than an ankle issue. So he, I think he'll be fine. He'll be ready to go tomorrow. I mean, we're all hands on deck tomorrow. Whoever we need, whatever we need, we just got to, see if we can find a way to make it happen. But it says a lot about our team. We had all those guys step up. Those guys wanted to step up for Mel. I mean, truth be told, Mel's bailed us out many times this year. And it was time that the rest of us kind of stepped up and bailed him out, and we did that.
Okay, this is you just made me think of another question. Where did you go to buy the shoes? How did that work out?
My ops guy went with them this morning. They had to go look for, we're in Brooklyn. There's stuff all around. I don't know. I know it opened at 10, and they were in there at 10.
Okay.
And so we had to go get the shoes this morning.
So the actual question was, you mentioned how well you've been prepared. What have you been doing to get prepared? And has there been a plan later in the season to try to hit a peak at this point of the season?
Well, you always want to hit a peak this point of the season. I mean, our strength and conditioning program's very, very good. I think the way our guys' bodies looked has helped. Melvin dropping the weight has helped. I mean, I think there's a lot of factors that's really Jaquan's put on weight, which makes him a little bit more durable. I think there's a lot of factors that come in. Y'all just wrote a story on all the monitoring that we do of sleep patterns, of GPS, of how far they walk, their calorie intake, all that stuff. I mean, you guys did a story on that, right? And so, sorry, I don't read the Times Free Press, or Times Dispatch, but I thought you did one. But you know what I'm saying? So there's, all that stuff. When you need it, it has to come through, and it's built for this type environment. This time of year, that's what you want to do. You want to be hitting your peak. You got to monitor all that stuff so you can rejuvenate. Now, we took a little bit of a lull at the midpoint there in the conference season, a little bit past the midpoint, and then we've spiked it back up. We've mixed in the practices right. We've done the proper amount of time, calibration of the practice, that sort of thing.
Will, to be a coach who took over for a popular coach in his first year, coming off a championship, what was that like hearing the fans? I don't know, maybe they've done that before. Maybe it's been other games. What was it like hearing the fans?
They booed before.
Chant your name at the end of this
They
game.
were booing when we lost to Cincinnati. I appreciate our fans. I mean, our fan support's unbelievable. Unbelievable to have that many folks up here. They travel with us everywhere. I mean, they willed us to a win at George Washington. So, everything they do is appreciated. Their support's appreciated. And I do think they've taken to our team. Our expectations were a little bit lower than they've been this year. We were predicted 5th. I don't think a lot of people thought we'd tie for the regular season, and we're back in the conference final. So I think they kind of we're a gritty, blue-collar, hard-working bunch. This is not the most talented group we've had. I mean, this is not the most talented group we've had in a long time, but we make up for it in other ways. We're a little bit more efficient. We do, and so I think our people, our fan base, we're a blue collar, hardworking school. And so our people appreciate when you put a team out there that's like that. And I think they've really taken to our team this season. And we're very excited about that. And hopefully we can give them a great moment tomorrow. We'd love to do that.
You mentioned the contested threes. Their ball screen action, usually it's the third guy off there that gets the shot. What are you doing to take them out of that?
Well, yeah, their ball screens give us problems. We can guard their motion a lot better than we can guard their ball screens. And the one thing we did today, we felt like we needed to kind of spice it up, even though we'd beaten them twice. So we downed Gibbs on the left side, where he's much less efficient if you make him go left. So we didn't let him when we were downing him, they couldn't get to basically icing it on a side. So they couldn't get to the second and third sides and those second and third screeners coming off, which helped. They were basically on a one side, and that was one adjustment that we made, and our guys did a great job executing. That was something we hadn't done it all year, and we practiced it this week because we thought we may need it. We did the same thing to Hines yesterday, making him go right. So it was something that we practiced, and our guys did a really nice job. So there was no way they could really get to it because they were clogged on some of their other actions.
It's been almost, 2 months since you played St. Joe's. What are your thoughts on
Yeah,
seeing them again? It's been
I've got
a
to
while.
get familiar with them again. I mean, I've followed them obviously this year. We've seen them play on tape and that sort of thing, and I saw a little bit of their game today. But I mean, they've got 2 of the 5 best players in the league, the guard's playing really well, Brown. And Newkirk's playing well too. I mean, they're playing really well. They're playing at a high level, and it'll be a challenge. We'll reacquaint ourselves with them tonight. I'm sure we hadn't seen them in a month and a half or so. So we'll put together a game plan and be ready to roll tomorrow at 12:30. But at this point, you kind of got to do what you do. They're going to do what they do. They're going to trap us in the post. They're going to do what they do, and we're going to do what we do. And you got to impose your will. And tougher team sets the rules, and see who can. We'll see how that goes.
Will, you mentioned that you're a blue-collar, gritty team. It also appears to me that you're a team that, while Melvin is the leader, anyone at any time can be the leader on the court, can take charge of the game, make shots. There's no one guy you would have to have the ball at the end of a game in a close game. Is that the way you see it?
Yeah, I mean, we've got a lot of guys who can step up. I thought Jaquan played a really good floor game today. I thought Bill Berry really stepped up. I mean, this stuff's all new to KB. So, I mean, he's toiling around in South Dakota right now in the quarterfinals of the Summit League or something. So this is a new deal for him. So, but I'm really proud of him. He's stepped up big time when we've needed him. He stepped up today big time. He was able to, when we had some of those other guys out there, he was the one making shots to keep that lead at a point where we could rest a lot of guys, which I thought was critical. And, he stepped up for us, and he hadn't been in these situations. Corey hasn't. He really stepped up for us at Dayton and hit a big 3 to give us the lead there in overtime, and he stepped up for us today. So I'm very proud of him. And we've had other guys step up. Burge has stepped up multiple times. He stepped up in the Richmond game. He stepped up for us today. Doug Brooks, I thought, really guarded well today after not playing hardly at all yesterday. So we've been able to to move guys around. Hamdi played really well yesterday. He was just okay today, but made some good plays early on. So we, like I said, we're not the most. Not the best team you've seen, maybe 1 through 5, but we've got 9 or 10 guys that can, come in there and make things happen.
And I'm sorry, but your thoughts on, does this, you think, clinch you an NCAA bid?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I mean, we need to win tomorrow. We need to win tomorrow. We need to win Friday. We need to win today. We need to win tomorrow. I mean, we can guarantee ourselves by winning tomorrow, but we came in second. I mean, we're the 2 seed. We tied for the league championship. Our numbers are pretty good. I think, I don't want to leave it to chance, but I'll feel pretty good tomorrow about our chances. I think we've worked our way in there. I mean, if you watch the games this weekend, I mean, what we did is not easy. There's a lot of teams that when the pressure gets on, I mean, if we'd have lost yesterday, we weren't going. And so, and today was a little bit of a different deal, but, you see a lot of these teams across the country in these tournaments, it doesn't go so hot when the pressure's on them. And when the pressure's on us, man, we've put the pedal to the metal and blown two pretty good teams out. And, I think that says a lot about our guys' mentality and attacking it and going after it and trying to earn it. We're going to try to do it again tomorrow.
More questions, Coach?
All right. Thanks, guys. See you tomorrow.